Hey, what's up, everyone? Thank you for joining us. Happy Monday. Wow. I don't know how else to describe today other than wow. Kelly, how
Manic
are you?
Monday? How about Manic Monday?
It's, that fits. That absolutely fits. Um, Thanks for joining us, everyone. Kelly, how's your day been?
A whirlwind. It felt like it was about 3 hours long. There was
I know what you mean.
a lot packed into the day. It's just like just when you think you've got enough on your plate, there's just more and more and more. So
Yeah, I felt like every time that I would open up X and do a refresh, there was like a new breaking news story. I mean, it was like Joe Kent, Mark, uh, what's his face, Levine.
Levin.
Then we've got Levin. However, whatever. I've said it so many times.
Yeah, Mark Levin. Mark Levin. I think
Levin.
that's how he says it, but that's how we're gonna
Yeah,
say it today.
and then the Port Arthur, the fire. I mean, I was just like, oh my gosh. And then I saw some Nebraska fires. Like, there's a lot going on in our
There's a
country, around the
whole lot
world.
going on.
Um, like this is scary. There's a lot going on, and I don't know if it's that there's things being amplified to drown out the, you know, the thing that they're not wanting us to really pay attention to. I'm not sure, but there's definitely some weird stuff happening. And um, yeah, what's your thoughts on just today's news?
Well, first let me say hi to everybody joining. Thank you guys so much. I know I didn't give y'all very much heads up about the
Yeah.
live, but Blake and I have been reporting out stories literally up until 10 o'clock. So that's when things are hot. We're dedicated to the cause. So, yeah, I mean, everything from it's at the point that the news cycle is churning and so many things are happening, even just like specifically related to the things that we're focused on and digging into at such a crazy pace that it's like if you don't immediately report it, you can sign off at night and be like, okay, it's midnight. I think I can wait until tomorrow morning to start reporting this other thing out. Oh, no, 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 friends. Like the night shift somewhere else, the early morning shift is already on it. So everything from the TPUSA slash UNF America tour, um, debacle at ASU in Arizona, that really had piqued my interest. And I was looking forward to dive in deeper. I haven't had a chance even to see how that's shaken out this evening. I mean, there's just been like so many different things. We had a great space yesterday with Phil Lyman over on X, thanks to Pia with Laissez Faire Lounge and Carrie with PBI. I mean, there's just been so many different things.
Yeah, no. Yesterday's space was uh, super informative. Um, Look, I'm thankful that Phil, he took the time to meet with us. I mean, how many politicians do you know off the top of your head, Kelly, that have met with us on a space? I mean, the only other person that um, comes close or is a rock star kind of name is Thomas Massey. You know, he's come in to diligence space. He's talked with me, answered questions. He's the only one that's got the guts to get in with the people, talk with the people, answer the people's questions. And so for that, I mean, there's a level of respect because that is completely and utterly lost in today's society, today's culture. We have a ruling class, and then we have all of the peasants and common folk down here, and there needs to be a re-centralization of that idea of they need to talk to the people. The media is not the people, okay? The media is in bed with the politicians. So we're not relying on the media to do a damn thing these days. They just are grouped in with that upper hotty toddy class of politicians, and we know they're not going to do their job. And that's why we've got pretty much you and me here talking at 10-12 on a Monday night doing this with people listening and watching, is because we're able to crowdsource other stories that are important and also get to the bottom of things a lot more efficiently, in my opinion, than somebody that's got their agenda hacked by a producer somewhere in a studio. So anyways, with that, I'm thankful that Phil took the time yesterday to talk and answer some questions. Yes, it was a little bit frustrating at times because I felt rushed. I didn't like that because I have a boatload of questions that are just super hyper specific to UVU that day. And there were just tangents that got jumped on, and were long-winded and whatnot. So other than that, I'm thankful that I was able to get back in there, ask some more questions, but it was still rushed. It was towards the end. And thankfully Phil has agreed to meet with us, Keli. And I look forward to meeting with him in person whenever we do make it to Utah here in the near future. Because look, I think Phil's got a lot to say. He's got a lot to add to things that happened there on the 10th, where he's also heading, right, with his campaign. He's announced that he's running for state legislature, or no, not the state. He's actually going congressional district, right?
That's right. Yep.
District 3.
He is. He'll be.
I'm thinking of the other. DC. I'm thinking of your story.
Yeah, so my story.
Arizona State House.
Which we'll get to that too. There's so much
I got them mixed up. Phil is running for District 3 in Utah. He just announced, I think, within the last couple of weeks. So anyways, he very much so has things that need to be asked of him, and he needs to answer. And I look forward to doing that when we do make it that direction. But yeah, it was an interesting space, to say the least.
Yep. And we are going to get into that a lot more this evening. So for the chat, don't rush to judgment. Okay. We have not sold out on you just yet. Bear with us, because we're going to peel back the curtain and really let you in on a lot of insight. And I think a few different things that are really going to be eye-opening this evening. It's okay if you have already judged, we'll forgive you, but hopefully you will stick around for all of that.
Yeah. So real quick, this person here, you look like you might be a boomer. I don't know, because you hide behind a fake profile. But my grandmama almost always said, you get more with what than vinegar? I mean, you get more with sugar than
catch
vinegar.
More flies with honey.
Absolutely.
Than with vinegar.
I'm not here to piss off every single person that I'm trying to interview, like your little fake profile and your bullshit. Okay. So kick rocks, Fawn McKay. Okay. Literally. Sorry, Keli, go for it.
Oh, that's okay. I was going to address this one comment that I had up here, though. Okay, so this user blah, 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 said, TVH, it doesn't seem like any of the original CK influencers or investigators are digging into the crime scene anymore. there are different theories and everyone's just backing up. Blake, you want to answer that first and then I'll weigh in?
No, I completely agree. And this is the direction that I'm about to head. And that is with Candace Owens. There's no more waiting around. There's things that need to be talked about. There's things that need to be discussed. And we're about to go there. And we're going to go through we're just going to go through a lot of things in detail, because there's now some very valuable context into things. Today has been a revelation in sorts, with everything that's happened with Joe Kent, with Candace Owens, with Andrew Colvett. There is this little circle of people that seem to be in charge of a whole shitload of information. I know that might not be the most politically correct thing to say or describe it, but that's the only way I know how to describe it, is that these select few of people that have been kind of dubbed and knighted as the investigators or the people that are to be getting to the truth, they all seem to be very close with one another. And they also seem to be also conveniently, some of them, opposed, diabolically or diametrically opposed, yet they know each other. We're going to get into it all. It's not hard. You can figure out who all these people have been cross collabing with. Okay. You want to know who someone, or especially with Candace, who's Candace is tight with. I mean, just listen to her show and see whose names she drops. Okay. I'm not saying everyone is bad by any stretch of the imagination, but there are people that need to be 100% discussed. There are relationships that need to be 100% discussed. And there need to be things that I want my entire audience, and quite frankly, a lot of people need to know the things that I have told Candace, I've shown Candace, Candace has agreed with, Candace has spoke on, that it's never seen the light of day. Okay. And I've put way too much into this than to just let someone gatekeep to kingdom come. I mean, like, that's not going to happen. It's not. And I think it's very evident where things have shifted. Look, I should be on Candace's team. Candace should be the one that she should be closely in touch with me, wanting to, see other video, do this, do that. She's completely, I mean, like, this was cut off back in October, whenever she went and did the October 9th episode about telling us all that she 100% knows for an absolute fact that he was shot from the front. That was when the lights went out, but that's not how things went down with the weeks preceding that. Okay. With everything. And she didn't learn anything new. No. So it's going to take someone that can lay out everything and basically call a spade is about it. I mean, and that's where we're going. So
yeah, get ready to go Max for sure. We can call it go Max. We can call it go ham. Whatever it is. I know Blake has a lot to say.
That could just fuck some shit up.
I mean, I've got a lot to see. I want to address this op comment, and I also see Furry Kid here saying, Keli, I just found this. Are they suppressing you? Funny you should say that, because I was just sharing that with Blake beforehand, saying I'm so frustrated, but I just try to let it roll off my back and not get too focused on all of that. I know that you guys are here, and that as long as I'm getting the information out, even if it's to a small group of people, if I'm speaking my truth and doing the right thing, eventually it's going to stick. But it does seem that way. And when you start to notice the patterns, right, you guys, it's all about patterns. It's all about discernment, all about keeping your eyes peeled, that, you'll start to see, you'll see who gets boosted and who doesn't.
They don't even allow me to
That's
boost a post anymore. I don't know why. I think I do know why. I think, um, yeah, I think I do know why. And it's funny because Twitter or X, they won't even answer, my questioning of
yeah.
why. Most people, you can go up in the little three dots and boost a post for a little bit of money. I mean, they completely took that option away from me. They were like, God, we don't need this kid or this guy pay, boosting
Mm-hmm.
anything. It's weird, like with some of the
Yeah.
follower counts and things that I've noticed, but yeah.
Well, and if just so that way y'all do make sure that you are subscribed for what it's worth, just go ahead and if you see, below whether you're watching through Blake's channel or my channel right now, you want to hit that subscribe button. Doesn't cost you a penny, okay? And then next to it, there's a bell. And so that's for notifications, but you need to click on it and not just allow it to do the default or personalized or something like that. Want to just go ahead and click all. Neither of us are going to spam you with all kinds of crazy push alert things, but it is the best way, in theory, if it works, for you to make sure that you're getting notified.
For sure. Yeah, like Kelly and I mean, I don't make hardly anything on YouTube. I mean, literally, Candace made more in one super chat than I've made on the entire YouTube, like in
Right.
today. I
For
mean,
how
I'm
many
literally, I haven't, I
months?
mean, I
Yeah.
haven't made $500. I mean, like this, we're
Mhm.
not doing this to make money. I mean, like we're doing this because it's truly something that's important, and there needs to be people that rise up and show a little bit of backbone and opposition and stand up for what's right, because there is a lot of evil happening right before our eyes. So yeah. Yes, Blake, hope you can let things go. We all know, or a lot of us know, and love you. You are 100% real. Thank you for that, Elizabeth. Thank you. I appreciate it. It's like I have a normal job. I have a normal life. Keli has a normal life. Like literally, like we're doing this because we know it's the right thing to do, and we know something's off. But that means a tremendous amount, Elizabeth. Thank you for that. I appreciate it.
Thank you so much, Elizabeth. Okay, we had a super chat and then we'll get started here. Julie, sorry, thank you so much for the $20 super chat. Thank you for not giving up. Amazing. Thank
Hey,
you, thank you,
Keli, go
thank
to
you.
the UVU review video comment real quick.
Oh, yep, we have another super Blake. Oh my gosh, does this person have, is that Diddy as their logo? I know my screen's a little far away from me. Where is the UVU review video?
All right, the full UVU review video is on my Twitter page or my X page, November the 5th. Everything is there. There's a watermark on it. Okay. I said I'm going to do a full explanation video that outlines every single thing surrounding that video, and then I will release it. If that's not good enough for your time standards, you can get off your lazy ass and you can call the UVU review yourself, because I don't owe you a motherfucking thing. Okay, I don't work for you. You understand that? So either my time frame works for you, or you get off your fucking ass and call the UVU review and do it yourself. All right.
Well, I think a lot of that frustration for Blake comes from, a lot of the hard work that he's put in, even though he, uses a little language that I wouldn't necessarily use. He's been through
Your
a
kids should
lot.
be in bed at this hour anyway. So I hope if you can't take a little bit of colorful language, then you probably don't need to follow me.
All right. So, somebody asked, are we
Kelly,
both in
the
the
fact
same
that
state?
at every corner from the moment that I went and busted my balls to get, I have had people like Zeb Boykin, who is a Candace operative, do everything in their power to discredit that video and literally without any basis of anything at all, because they are compromised but yet have some sort of an audience on YouTube and X. So yeah, I mean, I'm beyond. So I figured it out. I figured out the game. That's why it's going to burn down. The house will burn down whenever I've got all this out, because it's going to be, you're not going to be able to describe, or they're not going to be able to explain away, make excuses, whatever, for the stuff that's about to be rolling down the pipe. So yeah, I'm a little bit moody when it comes to that video, and people that think that I owe them something. I've put out more videos than I can't say anyone, because that wouldn't be fair to Project Constitution, but I have literally put out a lot of stuff that would otherwise never be known about had I just kept my mouth shut and just gone on down the road when this all happened. Okay. So without that UVU review video that I just went and got, I want y'all to think about where we would be and everything that video shows. And then if you ever hear someone trying to call question into it or be like, Blake's doing this, or they are up to bad shit. Okay. So anyways, I will put the video out, but it will be after I have it basically stamped for everything. Cause I know there's people out there like Truth of AIDS that are doing everything their dead level best to discredit and destroy and call question to it, because that with that video out, it sinks the TPUSA ship. Everything that's in that video sinks their ship. So I get it why there's people that are bad faith actors that are trying to discredit it.
Blake, if you could answer this one from Ruby, because I think that you have probably a few things to say about it. So Ruby C. Kinglet said, I have advocated day one since the Jason Goodman BS. Please just help me understand the 9-9 mark. Completely genuine confusion on my part. You don't know me anything, Blake, but looking to understand better.
That camera is a Sony AX55 or something of that nature. It is not like your iPhone. When you turn on your iPhone, the time you pick the time and it shows it like right now, 10:30 in Texas. It is not like you have to set it. And what happened was, more than likely, that being a school camera that the UVU review owns, the date was never set properly, or it was a day off or something. I don't know. So when they went to record it, the timestamp that is a wrong date is recorded. And the rest is history. I mean, they're sitting there on the 10th, but whoever set up the camera had it the wrong time and date, a day off. I mean, I don't have any other explanation for it other than the fact that I could have easily gone in and changed the metadata, but I didn't. Like, I've kept everything original. So that's why whenever you put it into your iPhoto library, of course it's going to show that date right there. Like, there's nothing else to it. There's not a single thing else to it other than the college kids didn't have the time correct. That's it. That camera was right there. I can show you who was using it. I can show you every single thing about it. It was right there. Like, it's all real. It's not like your phone that just automatically has the right date. It's not like it.
And it if I recall, it looked like maybe even it could have been, 12 hours off. Like, it was set for, AM, and it should have been set for PM, or PM AM. I can't remember. But anyway, whatever the
It's just
case
college kids that
is.
didn't have the right date, that you have to manually do it.
I see. Okay.
You have to manually put the date in.
Got it. But as of this moment on, March 23rd at 10:33 p.m. Central Time, no plans to put the video up on some sort of downloadable site. You're just directing people to your X account to November 5th.
November 5th. And like I said, I want to go through day by day. I want to show me talking to Candace, showing this, because this is not something I stumbled on, just here of late. Like, I've had this since the 23rd. I made it public the 24th. I get a phone call from Candace on the 25th. Candace wants the whole file. We're sitting there. She's like, yeah, there's something exploding under his shirt, admitting all this shit to me. We go through it in depth, and that's all coming out, because this is not about me. I gave the video out to people, and then I started getting attacked, and then I started figuring out real quick that, hang on, all these motherfuckers ain't on the same team, and I started having to fight like 4 or 5 different parties. I'm playing like 5 chessboards. I'm having to you got the Fed slop narrative, you got the Candace groupies, you've got, no offense, your Keli, your squibbers, you got all this. Like, you're having to play all these fucking people. And it's like exhausting because everyone's trying to throw off the scent. So, so yeah, I've figured it out. And that's the thing. I've got Elizabeth, the executive director, admitting that I have the full raw video. And there's some things that we're about to do with that, on having her, I'm hoping, have a meeting, but the video's real. If you think it's like AI or CGI or something of that nature, no, hell no. The video's real. There's a reason that Candace Owens and Gary with Paramount Tactical have never fucking talked about this video. There's a reason. Because they can't explain the shit that they're seeing. Think about it, people. Think about it. Gary, Candace, diabolically opposed to each other. Both of them have one-way or direct contacts with TPUSA. And both of them have a massive audience of people that believe this. And then over here, there's a reason that none of those two people have talked about this video in depth ever. There's a reason.
Mm-hmm. And the bloody t-shirt footage, I mean, I think we're all talking about the same video at this point. That too is the UVU review.
Mm-hmm. What bloody t-shirt video?
I think that they're talking about the video that we recently were looking at. Yeah.
Keli, go to the 5th and pull up the video. It's the same video. The same amount of blood comes out of him. It is what it is. The same amount of, I can go and show you exactly what I showed Candace. The same amount of, there's not Blake increased the volume of blood. No, that's the most stupid fucking thing I've ever in my life heard of. It's the same amount of blood.
And I'm not,
the same videos have been played time and time again on from when I posted it. I originally posted it on September 24th. That got everyone's attention. And then that's when everyone came out with their knives like Zeb Boykin and Jason Goodman and that crowd of trying to discredit the video.
So I don't want to dwell on this too much longer, but we just had like a couple of these other questions. So Elizabeth messaged you and asked you to take it down. Why would I message her to ask her for the video?
I don't know. That sounds like a personal problem. Do it yourself. The video's been, been shown. It's been viewed probably 1 trillion times. So me taking it down, I understand what this journalist, this executive director of like someone that's teaching young people to be journalists in our world. I understand what this executive director asked me to do. And I want to know how the executive director looks at herself in the fucking mirror every morning and every night before she goes to bed and when she wakes up, because she has no spine. None of those people do.
It's, you know, it's frustrating when you think about
Why do you want this video hidden? Do your fucking jobs.
Yeah. Oh, goodness gracious. Okay. And then let's see. I think we had one more there. Okay. He has no idea and doesn't understand how video changes when watermarking like that, but is now an expert on how it works. I mean, that's not really what I took from what you were saying, but.
No, he's a fucking idiot. So keep spending your money, dude.
Okay, let's see here. And then someone had mentioned that, you know, that I'm coordinating or something. All of this, that's absolutely not true, you guys. Like,
coordinating what?
Here, I'll pull the comment back up. Anyway, 916 must offer an original video, and Keli.
No,
I know I may say my name Keli, but it's Keli. Coordinates. That's not the case. I'm always happy to address your questions, but it's not like that. As you guys know, I've been really tough on Blake. You know, I say tough on Blake. Asked him the questions, you know, a few days ago, and so it just is what it is.
That video has been out since the 23rd. I have it on video as I'm FaceTiming Candace, showing her everything on the 23rd of September. It's remained the same since the 23rd of September. Okay. This video would never have seen the light of day had I not done what I did. Okay.
I mean, just imagine, you guys, Blake, I'm going to interrupt you for a moment. Just, you know, because I personally did not go and seek out this video myself. And so I just want to ask folks who are listening, watching, whatever right now to think about it. Like, if you took the time to source out the best quality video that was accessible, right? And then all of these people were criticizing you and then demanding that you release it and you know, making they're criticizing you on one hand and then demanding you release it on the other hand. Like, just put yourself in that position. I do think that it would be pretty frustrating after all this time. So I don't know. I'm just asking you guys to be a little human for a second. And then we can all take a deep breath. Let's be kind here, you guys. Let's be kind.
Your fans are incredible, Keli. I can't even mute these people because they're your people. They're incredible.
Okay, y'all, cool it. I see some ahs. Everybody take a little breath.
Like, they need to know, like, they just no clue on a daily, you know, but it is what it is.
All right. Well, okay. Well, don't, you know, let's keep your head up. Okay. I saw a video right after and thought something exploded in his chest, is what I assume you mean.
Yeah, so
I'd be curious. Yeah, well, I'd be curious if you could get a hold of that. I mean, interesting with all the people there, and there weren't that many videos that ultimately saw the light of day. Why? I don't know.
No, I agree. I think I like her. She's funny.
If y'all haven't seen her videos, they're really, really funny. She does great Erica impressions and spoofs.
Yeah.
I don't know if she did anything today on what the TPUSA Arizona or ASU shenanigans were like, but that would be pretty interesting.
For real.
Okay, this is funny.
Yeah, I saw that. It made me laugh. Yeah, they're good. They've got it. So this begs a question real quick, Keli. Like today, okay, the angle that as I understand it, and I'm going to speak it because I heard it on Barron's show here just a little while ago, and he's correct. Andrew was told by somebody to trust Joe Kent with the text messages. Okay, I'm going to the text messages now real quick. Okay, the story of the day with Joe Kent, the leak, and all that. Why and who? Like, walk me through if you're Andrew, and if you think you have something that would implicate another nation, like why would you go straight to Joe Kent, who is in the counterterrorism director, and not like Kash Patel or like like that doesn't make sense. That's not the proper chain of doing things. No, like is that not weird to you that you would go to Joe Kent and then Joe Kent be like, hey, there's nothing wrong here, just release that shit.
Yeah, it's completely out of order. It's completely out of scope. I mean, that's not to get too far down this line with you, but I mean, that's why I believe this whole thing is, fake and gay, is that nothing is normal here. And it's all for a reason. And they didn't maybe want to write in as many people as ultimately they had to do because people made a bunch of stupid moves.
So it's all fake.
Or they're trying to cover their tracks. How about that? But I mean, to me, it's like they just made a bunch of stupid moves in an effort to cover up the fakeness of the whole operation. And it went from the bottom all the way to the top and then had to spread out a little bit more along all those levels because people kept screwing up. Otherwise, I can't really make it make sense. If it was legit, it seems like there wouldn't be this many mess ups. There wouldn't be this many questions. There wouldn't be this many things that just don't jive.
So I can see you're like, what do you think, Blake? I'll tell you. I think that they being okay. I'm letting you know that Turning Point USA and the security team did this. Okay. They're the ones who are responsible for Charlie's death. Okay. I've mixed no words. I've said who I know squeezed, Brian Harpole. I believe that this is kind of like a reverse false flag. And I believe that they realize, they being Turning Point USA, Andrew, Blake, Tyler, Erica, Jack, they saw an opportunity that they could use Israel as a possible scapegoat if shit hits the fan. And so what better way of making people think it's Israel than releasing some text messages where Charlie's just talking about it, about abandoning this and that, the pro-Israel cause. And I believe that there's a reason that Andrew went to Joe instead of Cash, and that it's like, oh, go ahead and leak it. It's so that people can go, they can go into outer space looking at shit like it's Israel, like this massive macro level investigation that's never going to like manifest into anything, because you're never going to be able to prove it's Israel. Okay. It's going to tie people up where they're just always talking about it's Israel. It's Israel. Look, Charlie said he's abandoning this. And, you know, like he was talking about, they used some things that Charlie was talking about and they exploited it because they're the ones who did it. They actually killed him. So they're injecting as much bullshit as they can to confuse people and have people looking all over here like, oh my God, BB said it this. No, I genuinely do not think that like Israel did this. I believe Brian Harpole and TPUSA did this. And they are exploiting the most perfect scapegoat. It's like a reverse false flag type of thing.
Mm-hmm. I mean, I would agree with you there because, well, I mean, for multiple reasons. For one, because I, don't think that he's actually dead, or at least when he left the tent, that he was dead. Okay, I can't attest to what happened in the car when I can't see it. Right, all I can speak to is what I saw. But I would like to think, I would believe, and based on history, that Israel would be a whole lot smoother operation, a lot more clean, a lot less questions. It would basically just be one question. Where did that shot come from? Who was it? And, why? How to get away? Whatever. But there would be like no evidence left behind. It would be smooth. And that's just not what we saw.
They're sloppy. This was so sloppy.
That's what I mean. Yeah, it's like,
and
it does not
sloppy doesn't mean it's fake. It's just that we had Turning Point USA and the security team do it, probably with the help of our military, but it's not Israel. Like it's not. I mean, I'm telling you, like, this is something much more deep and dark. They're just using Charlie's words in a group text to facilitate a scapegoat.
There are some people who are frustrated in the chat right now with me for not responding to their DMs fast enough, or not airing their theories or things like that. And I just want to let you guys know, there is one of me. There is one of me. And, like, what the little amount of money that I make from some YouTube ads or something, is not enough to put food on the table. Okay. So, like, just know my heart is in this. I think about this stuff from the moment that I wake up to the moment I go to sleep, and then while I'm dreaming too. So I am giving this all I got. Please, I beg you to not be frustrated with me and to know that I am working as hard as I can. And I feel that Blake is too. Trust me, with the hours on hours that I've talked with him and, you know, the things like this is hard work. This is hard work. So you guys just chill. Everybody's getting so feisty on a Monday. Do we need another deep breath?
Mm-mm.
Anyway.
So yeah, I mean, that's just me looking at it. I'm sure if we were to cross match up some dates with leaks versus things that have come out, I'm sure there's going to be a very clear pattern where you can see them trying to change the narrative, them trying to get out ahead of a story, get out ahead of a video, get out ahead of something. I mean, this is all very deliberate. And look, I'm telling you right now that I am so confident by the time I finish laying out exactly how I want to lay it out, that things are going to be looked at very differently with Candace. I mean, because there's no excuse for things that were talked about, but never, ever even remotely come close to talking about in a live stream to her millions of people. And that makes no sense to me. But for anyone that is talking shit to you, Keli, like, I just want to address them. Like, you're a fucking joke if you think Keli is not doing something, working hard. I mean, like, we do not make, this is not what your taxpayers are going, or your tax dollars are going towards, is me and Keli. Okay? At all. So fuck off. Give her a break. It's crazy.
Yeah, that's all good. That's all good.
And if you have a fake profile with the fake picture, then double fuck off, because you're also a little bitch that you can't put your name out there and be who you are. Like, you got to hide behind some fake shit.
Yeah. I mean, that is, yeah. It's thank you. Oh, wait, hold on. Yep. Wrong one. The chat's moving so fast. I can hardly click. There we go. Thank you.
Appreciate it.
We appreciate y'all too. All right. So after all this,
hang on a second.
Where? Oh, yep.
What if she don't care? She'll care. She'll care. Go for it, Keli.
Okay, I'm going to answer this one real quick because it is one that I hear occasionally. It is a bit disrespectful to claim or rumor monger that Charlie is alive. Look, don't think that I have not put a ton of time and thought into this. And I know that it is the hardest theory to prove, because the fact is, he ain't coming back one way or another. He is not coming back as the Charlie Kirk that you knew. Well, knew. Let me clarify that. Knew. Because unless you guys were bros, you didn't really know him. Okay. But it is not disrespectful if you listen to the way that I discuss it, because there are many reasons why he could have been forced to exit stage right or stage left, or that he could have been given the option to do so. And if you were given the option to play possum, okay, or get killed in front of everybody, what would you choose? I'm pretty sure it wouldn't be, the latter. but I'm not disrespecting him. I'm just going off based what the evidence shows me and, what my reporting has shown me.
Do you think this should be allowed to, do you think that this type of stuff should be faked and people should be able to get away with it? Are you advocating for this to be okay? This to be normalized where people fake their death and it cause this kind of uproar where issues that they were firm on get flip-flopped in their death, but they're really alive? Like, is this something that
for the average person? No. And especially when it comes to all of these other things, but we're not talking about an average person. We're talking about someone who was
I didn't say anything about an average person.
Well, okay. You said, should it be okay? So I'm clarifying that for an average person, no. I mean, it's really not okay. But was he, for anyone? But was he playing a role? Was he at some point? Could he have been an intelligence asset himself?
You see how dangerous this thought process is?
I don't understand what's dangerous about it. I'm telling you how I feel.
For this to be a normalized behavior for people to, when there is a death and it's someone of a political power, someone that's famous, that it is easily resortable to, it's faked, where it's looked at as faked every time because there's now this bar that's been set, this standard of, oh, it's fake and we're just going to let it go.
Do you know how long, for decades on decades on decades, that people have been talking about like Elvis was still alive or whatever? I'm not saying that this is the same thing, but this is not an unprecedented concept. Like people have had theories about things before. This is something very different. Okay. And if he had a very serious and legitimate threat on his life, do you think his best buddy Trump, who he essentially put into office, right, helped secure his second term, you think he wouldn't help him out? You think Trump would just turn his back on him?
What's the threat on his life? Like, like what would be?
Well, he said over and over again that, they're
Iran?
going to kill me. They're going to, in these texts. I mean, if you believe them.
I think it's easier just to say, let's go fuck Iran up. Change your tune.
You think Trump would actually like turn his back on Izzy? It seems to have the puppet strings to our nation? Nah.
No, I didn't say anything about flipping on Israel. I'm saying
I'm
it's
not
easier
talking.
for Charlie
Yeah, no,
to be like, hey, BB, hit me up now. I'll take the money. Hey, let's go bomb the ever living shit out of Iran. Yeah, I don't mean any of that I talked about in the summer of 2025. Because guess what? Guess who's president? Guess who can pardon him? So all of this about like
Trump couldn't save his life.
He just had to flip flop on everything, but because he stuck to his guns, they killed him. It's easier just to flip flop, stay alive, stay with your kids, flip flop, and then you get your pardon. Everyone gets their pardon because Trump's the president, and Charlie lives on. But
then where's his body?
Is that rhetorical?
It's a legitimate question. Where's his? Where's his body? Where we have way too many questions. So anyway, we don't have to go down this route too much further tonight. I don't think that was what we were intending to get into, but we're spicy. We're spicy. All right. Have you heard? Okay. I don't know if we can actually show this video or not, but If any of you guys saw my ex this evening, you saw that I
Did Facebook
dropped a
leave it up?
very interesting video. What?
I said, did
It's still
Facebook
up.
leave it up? So Facebook
Oh, did
wasn't
Facebook?
tripping.
I'm not sure. Let's see if, let me see. I put it on Instagram. See if it's still up. I think it's still up.
I really need.
Yep. It's still on Instagram for now, so that's good.
Play it. Who cares?
Okay.
I really need Phil Lyman to answer me.
A moment. All right. We could be risking it all on this one, you guys. So y'all better hit that like button and you better be subscribed.
Maybe they'll
please.
Maybe I'll be put out of my misery and they'll kick me off of YouTube.
No, don't say that. Don't put that into the universe. Okay, hold on. All right, you guys. This is like 3.5 minutes. So just hang with us, okay? It's really freaking weird.
Hey,
and
but
you have
I
been
do know
warned.
this. Don't do the sound. We're gonna get copyrighted.
Okay. Okay. So I'll turn the audio is off. Okay, you guys. We're going to go ahead and go for it. I feel like they need the audio.
Can we
We can trim it after the fact.
Okay. I really could care less. Let's play it.
Yeah. Okay.
Start it over.
Let me restart it. Okay. All right, you guys, here we go. So, I didn't set it up. Apologies. So, you may recall Terrell Farnsworth, the one who had the audiovisual company that was there that day. They've worked with Charlie for a long time. And anyway, this was a video that he had posted in 2011, and he references shooting this video in summer of 2009. So yes, this was a long time ago, but once you see it, you'll understand why we're showing this. It's very interesting. And his brother, Tyler Farnsworth, is in the video as well. And he, interestingly enough, just announced that he was running for Arizona State Representative. So for the Arizona State House. It's eerie. So here we go.
What you doing? Nothing. Just writing a letter string. Yeah, it's pretty crazy because I haven't seen him in months. And it's weird because what you say? Hey guys, I just thought the funniest thing. What you say? Dear Shane, by the time you read this letter, what you say, 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 what you say. Oh. Oh, what a bloodbath. What happened? I know. Dear Shane, by the time you read this, I'll be dead. This is how I think it'll go down. First, Trevor will shoot me, then I'll shoot Trevor. Then Terrell will get shot by Trevor. Then Chanel will arrive and get shot multiple times by Terrell, Trevor, and I. Love, Tyler. P.S. Matt will get here and shoot himself.
And so here in this last frame, you can see Terrell's post, and he called the video Dear Shane. I was going through some files on my computer and I found this, I miss you, summer of 09. And within the comments, you see Tyler Farnsworth, that's his brother, the one who's running for state representative. So wrong, but so funny.
Would you vote for him, Keli?
No. No, I would not. Would you?
Fuck no. I don't understand even the context of this, and it really doesn't matter what the context is. This is done in such poor taste, given the environment that we live in these days. I mean, like,
sorry,
it's not even
in there.
I'm sorry.
Oh, I was trying to adjust the screen. Sorry. Here we go. Let's see. There we are.
Yeah. I really don't have, I mean, when I saw it earlier today, I didn't have a lot of words. I still don't. I think it's pretty demented, pretty twisted.
Yeah.
I think they're fucked up. I mean, the fact that I don't know how old they are. Are they about our age? I mean, are they like 84, 85 birthdays?
I believe so. Yeah, I believe so.
I mean, 2011, I was mid-20s. I mean, like, what are you doing? Like, it doesn't make sense. I mean, like, at all. And then, like, to leave it up. I mean, whoever his maybe
I mean,
he knows that
months
his last name is
after
Farnsworth, and he's like, I ain't got nothing to worry about anyways. I can have this video mocking suicide, violence, homicidal stuff, domestic violence. I don't even know what they're trying to illustrate, talk about. But maybe he's so cocky because he is a Farnsworth and he can do whatever the fuck he wants that he thinks that, hey, I can leave this video up on Facebook. I don't know, but it's disturbing to say the least.
I mean, someone had said holier than, oops, there we go. I humbly apologize to you. Holier than thou much? No. I don't think that is what we're talking about right now at all.
What are they even trying to say? Like, is that a jab at them, or I mean, like?
No, I think it's a jab. I think it's a jab at us because they had said, this was a popular SNL skit, something like that. But look, I've watched thousands of SNL skits, okay, and never once have I been compelled to recreate one, let alone one where we're shooting each other and and then posting it to the internet. And I mean, come on, man. It's like 6 months after, you were, you know, a friend. They certainly were friends. He was friends with Charlie, you know, certainly everyone of his friends is taken out and he's got questionable involvement. And then for the brother, like, you're running for office. And I mean, it just doesn't make sense to me. So it's not about being holier than thou. It's about asking legitimate questions.
The guy's running for a political office. I mean, it's I don't know. Referencing the OC TV show. Okay, cool. Maybe they should go into being comedians instead of politicians.
Right. Well, maybe they enjoy making films, making Hollywood. I don't know. They got an early practice with squibs.
They should have called Jordan to do little air things under the t-shirts to make it a little more realistic instead of just some ketchup.
Hey, look, look, they had however many years head start on Jordan, maybe. I don't know. Anyway. Okay, so clearly y'all agree that was bizarre.
Yeah, and I hope people in Arizona, in his district, are paying attention.
Yeah. Okay, so what else do we have on tap? Yeah, I'd be curious to see how this, you know, if he addresses any of this. Maybe I'll send an email over and ask.
You know, at the end of the day, I know there's been I guess it's because I'm one of the ones that is easily reachable. You can contact me. You can chat right here to me. Look, at the end of the day, I hope some of you keyboard and iPhone warriors that just get after it with your little fat fingers, I really hope that you turn and use some of that tenaciousness, some of that tenacity, and go after Terrell. Call him, email him, find out why we can't get the video that he showed Candace. Candace is no different than you or me or Keli or Kelly's mama. Like, Candace is no different. That CIA does not mean Central Intelligence Agency, okay? It means Candace something. She's not anything more special than you and me. She might have a few more digits in her bank account. She might make a few more extra bucks a day on supers, but at the end of the day, she's no different than you or me. So Terrell should absolutely, and Turning Point, release that video that they selected their one arch enemy. Candace is talking shit on us every day, shitting on us every day, day in and day out, but we're going to show her this video. We're going to meet with her. We're going to talk to her. We're going to text her. But, she's got everyone so bamboozled that they think that we hate each other. Like, come on. Like, wake the fuck up. They're all in this. They're all playing a massive, massive game. So, like, start calling. It's visual impulse. Like, I've emailed him. Hey, Terrell. Hey, I'm not Candace, but I'm just as cool as her. Can I see the video? Like, what are y'all afraid of, Turning Point? If everything is exactly how the state and the feds say it is, what are y'all afraid of? You afraid we're going to see someone shoot? You afraid? I mean, there's no blood. What are you afraid of? You afraid we're going to see someone actually shoot? Oh, and then what? Like, we all believe you now? Or are you afraid that we're going to see something explode from underneath his shirt? Which is it?
Yeah,
no
they're not
sense.
going to release that full back camera. I mean,
No, they're not, because it's going to show the necklace blowing off his body, the chain, and they're going to show Rick Cutler. You're not going to be able to have, the groupies, the Cutler kids with the pomp. They're going to, like, the angle, like it's all in frame too. That's what's even the most bizarre. Like, all of this is seen. You can see like you can damn near see to the top of the menorah. The field of view is incredible on that camera. It shows everything. And there's no blood. Like, the wound is completely on the opposite side. What are they afraid of? They think they've got people fooled, but they don't. They don't.
why do you think that Terrell shared anything with Candace from the beginning?
I believe that at first it was, we're going to let Candace describe what she sees, and all of her little Kool-Aid drinking motherfucking kiddos are going to believe it.
Okay,
And
cool it on the MFers, okay?
No, they did. They believed it. They bought it. They let Candace say what she saw, and everyone was like, until I had to, like, literally post day in and day out, day in and day, like, hey, when are we going to see this video? 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 Hey. She started losing people, around the 1st of January. What did she do? Like, everyone's like, Candace, what did her podcast do? What did she fall to? Like 20th, 25th, 20th, 30th? What'd she do? Oh, I got to put out a still image. Engagement back up just enough to get it in there.
Breadcrumbs. Yeah. I mean, where are the other cameras, right? I mean, Terrell's operation would have had access to all of those cameras surrounding Charlie. I don't understand why Candace wouldn't have asked for those as well, especially the one that the gal was operating that would have been to Charlie's left, front left.
I have a quarter jar. I'll be sure and put my quarters in. I agree. I mean, like, it is purely, it was narrative control from the onset. It was, and this is why I want everyone to understand and know what I know. This will all make sense when you hear, I'll just put it up. I mean, it's a little snippet. Where is the... I don't have my other screen, so it's a little bit, it takes me just a second.
No worries. Oh,
I got to remove you first.
And I was like, and I didn't know why that felt weird to me, but I thought that was significant. And I was like, I feel like something is coming across his chest and breaking the necklace. And I look at the direction of travel of like what's supposed to be his light. I'm like, that's weird. And I was like,
This is our first conversation as we're going through the entire video here. And this entire conversation, and that's just one of a handful. You will understand. You'll be like, we didn't get any of that. we never heard this Candace. Where did this Candace go? Who did you talk to? Like, what Candace is that? That's like, I'm telling you, like, I'm to the point where I'm pissed.
Mm-hmm.
I'm pissed because I'm trying to understand, Blake and Kelly. Are you mad that you don't have access to that pic, or do you believe that Candace Owens is part of some cover up? I'm okay with any of your answers. What pic? The photo from behind Charlie? Is that what they're talking about?
I think that's what they mean. And it's really not just a pic, it's the actual video. But yeah.
They showed Candace this video on September the 19th. She knew from September the 19th that there was nothing that hit him from the back of the neck, but yet none of it ever came out until January the 6th in terms of a JPEG. And then after 2 months of basically getting 250,000 or better engagements on a post, me asking her for it, she finally did a video or put the video out. And it's so hard to follow that you're like, okay, they're all in on it together. There's a reason that it was done this way. There's a reason it was recorded in landscape or profile mode when it should be easily done in landscape mode. Look, when she got on the phone with me, I stood up next to a 75-inch TV to where Charlie was about the size, he was 1/8 his size. And I sat there and played it in the most slow motion available, highlighting every little freaking detail so she could see, pointing out all of this stuff. And then she's going to do the Terrell Farnsworth video where they're like scrubbing back and forth. Like, that makes sense. You think Candace is like, oh yeah, please make it as hard as I can fucking see. Please do it so fast that I can't tell anything. Please do it like that, Terrell. I got it. You think that's how she's going to do? Come on, give me a break. Give me a break. She literally like scrubbing back and forth, and she's like, oh yeah, I'm cool with that. Okay, thanks, Terrell. See ya. Nope.
So this is the beginning of, again, what is a really complex question and concept. It's so confusing when people get mad at Candace. Well, here's the thing. Okay. Some of us, and maybe you've been here from the beginning as well, but some of us have been working on this day in, day out since September 10th. And we didn't have the fortune of knowing Charlie in person. You know what? We didn't have the fortune or misfortune of working at TPUSA and knowing those folks that literally were on the ground that you see in the video, the way that operations ran on a daily basis at the college events. We didn't have that gift of experience, but you know who did? Candace did. And it does get to be frustrating when it's this slow drip of information. And, at this point, to me, it's like nails on the chalkboard when I hear her reference something like, oh, yeah, I think she said it today. I only caught a little bit of her episode, but something like, oh, yeah, it takes me back to when I first heard about, Erica and Andrew Colvette on the runway and these things. And I'm like, okay, again, like how long? It just reminds me again and again that like she hangs on to information that she ultimately believes will be very, very relevant for a very, very long time. And and then leads the investigation in a bunch of different directions along the way. And you're, a bad person if you raise these questions. by some of the hard Candace fans. So anyway, thoughts, Blake? It just gets exhausting.
It does. My thoughts are, do you like watching ESPN's top 10 like this?
No.
Can you imagine watching ESPN's top 10 like this?
Mm-mm.
This is how we were showed the most important video so far of the investigation that only Candace has seen by Terrell. This is how she showed it to us. And no one is like, hey, like literally this could all be put to bed quick. I mean, palm pistol stuff, getting a good look at for the squibbers, if there's something in the back, all of this. I mean, the video, it recorded the entire, with him throwing hats all the way up until probably Terrell goes to take the SD cards out. I mean, it is so valuable. It would shut all of this up. It would silence everyone. Why are you so concerned? He's gone. Clearly his wife was in on it. Who's going to do anything about it? You're here.
Is that how you want to live life?
You're here.
Is that okay?
You're here. So don't give me that shit. If you didn't care,
right,
if you're trying to make a point, you'd be doing something right now other than sitting here watching Keli and I.
But okay, that's cute. But even beyond that, right? For one, we've got Tyler Robinson sitting in jail, we think, and charged with aggravated murder and facing the death penalty, and assuming that he's not in on it or written in as a patsy, officially, right? Paid off patsy. We need to bring this out to the light of day. And even if he is, we still need to make it so blatantly obvious that they cannot fool us this time. Y'all, they have pulled the wool over our eyes so many times. And that's not the kind of world that I want to live in, and not the kind of world that I want my kids to think is okay for them to live in. And every time that we let the government, the powers that be, pull a fast one on us, they just take it a little bit further each and every time. So I'm not here to stand for that.
Something, and I don't mean to be disrespectful, Keli. Can I ask you a question?
Go for it.
How do you square what you just said with the whole thing about him faking it, where it basically it waters down the severity of what happened?
It doesn't water down the severity of what happened. I can still be pissed off that they subjected the nation, including my kids, to a very traumatic event and have wasted the last however many months of my life, on investigating something that was fake. But that still does not take away from the fact that I was bound and determined to get to the truth of the matter, wherever that truth may lie. If at some point I see enough evidence that shows me, you know what, he didn't fake it, and something else happened, then by all means, I'm going to chase that. I'm going to keep digging that rabbit hole, chase that rabbit. Okay. So, that's how I square it. I square it because I stand for the truth, and I'm here to get to the truth. And I know with all my heart that we're not being fed the truth right now.
Makes sense.
I think some people were asking about how to send me stuff. So if you want to send me something on X, my handle there is Keli Raybon, KeliRabon. My DMs are open. You can also send me an email, Keli@KeliRaybon.com. That's KELI@KELIRABON.com.
I don't want anything sent to me unless your name is Terrell Farnsworth and you're sending me the video from behind Charlie. And Terrell has my email.
All right. What are we gonna look at?
Yeah, I don't know why I pulled this up.
There were a lot of folks asking for the Phil scoop. So are you ready to talk about that?
He won't answer me.
Well, I mean, we can always come back to the...
Hang on. Why won't he answer me?
I don't know. Yeah, 10 baby mamas. Phil Lyman said that he could be alive. Unfortunately, I missed that snippet yesterday. My phone was on 1% and it just kept dying, legitimately dying over and over again. And I'm like, of all times, does it have to happen now? So I do need to go back and re-listen to that part of the space because it's like, But then again, I mean, we have a lot of questions about his various testimonies. So
we'll hit on this and then
what?
I'm thinking.
Are you thinking that what you want to talk about like needs more time, or just help me out a little bit so that way I can...
I'm going to send him a message. Hang on. I'm going to send him a message.
Let's see. Okay. PJ here. I see that you're saying to please read my post with caring and love. I did not see it. So, sorry, I'm trying to keep up with the chat, but we've got from our various channels about almost 1,300 people streaming right now. So the chat is on fire.
All right, I just sent this DM to him.
I need an upgraded charger. Yeah, I do. Sorry, go ahead. Oh, just somebody was saying that I needed an upgraded charger. And yeah, I need an upgraded phone because it literally is said that the battery needs to be replaced by Apple. So yes. Go ahead.
What model do you have? You have at least a 15, right?
I have a 15, but it literally says when you go to like the system settings or evaluation or something, it says like
I'm tired.
Service. It says service now, like batteries like at whatever percent. And it says you must schedule an appointment with Apple to have a replacement.
Here, let's play a game. Go to your settings. Go to your settings. Go to battery.
Okay. Oh my gosh.
Go to battery health.
Oh yeah. Mm-hmm.
And what are you at? What is it? What's the percentage?
Well, it says maximum capacity is 79%, but it says battery health service. Your battery's health is significantly degraded. An Apple authorized service provider can replace the battery to restore full performance and capacity. I think that is the nice alternative to a recall. That's what it sounds like to me.
Does it get hot when you charge it? Like that's like I could see it like starting a fire.
Oh yeah.
What's the cycle
Yeah.
count?
Where do you see that?
It was right below it.
Oh, 11417.
Wow.
Is that a lot?
Wow. Yeah. Wow.
Okay.
That's incredible. Yeah.
I mean, what can I say? I use my phone a lot. Y'all know I'm a talker. I'm a texter. I'm a surfer, a photo taker, a video taker.
That is funny.
Anyway.
Funny. Let's wait on Phil.
Okay.
Because I want to give him, like, I want to be able to speak on it, or at least talk about the totality of the conversation, the space, and have it just exactly the way it's supposed to be.
Mm-hmm.
And I'd rather get it right from his mouth.
Oh, this is a good question. Christina H89. I have a genuine question. Blake, what made you so invested in this case? Is it your job? I'm genuinely curious.
That's deep. There's a lot there to unpack. Okay. So I was deeply affected, just like I know everyone was that day, from what I saw. And I immediately was hooked, just because of the shock factor. It affected my child. I saw something change in him. It honestly reminded me of myself when I was a sophomore in high school, watching the towers fall. Oh my God, this dog. Can you hear that?
A little bit, yeah.
You can hear that dog? All right.
A little bit.
A little bit? Okay. So I immediately did not make sense of what I was seeing. What really sunk in, or got me just really tied in, was that night I was sitting in my hot tub, and I'm the first person that spotted the spy plane. And I thought it was weird. And I went pretty much to, I mean, I literally was the guy sending emails to Candace on her tip line. Like, I fell for that shit. And trying to get in touch with her. Finally, who I got in touch with was this person named Crazy Village Lady Mel. And at this point, it was 2 days later, September the 12th. And I'm talking to this Mel lady and showing her all of this shit. I'm like, look, these planes pop up. I'm the one that showed the transponder popping on, popping off of the Egyptian plane. I literally sat there and was watching. I wanted to see which jets were in and out of Provo that day. That was all me. And I can absolutely prove it. I have all of the videos. John Cullen and Psycho Jason Goodman, the two old men that should come with warning labels, literally, like, Cullen stole my video, downloaded it, and put it on his page like it was his. I'm not shitting you. Go right now, if you don't believe me, and scroll down, and his very first video he posted on the spy plane, That is my voice. That's my video. And everyone's like, oh my God, he got too close to the sun with those spy planes. He found something he shouldn't have found. I'm like, no, I'm right here. It's me. What I think happened was John Cullen realized that if he's an interference agent, he had absolutely no business playing in this sandbox, because this thing is a no-win situation for interference agents, given everything that's out and what we know, is my theory. I think John Cullen said, fuck this. I'm setting this one out because this goes nowhere good, with trying to get people confused on things or this, that, and the other. But look, I had that jet, the spy jet, November 1098 Lima, alerted on my app on my phone, because it flies into Lubbock all the time. And it just always captivated me, because I have seen that jet on the tarmac over there at the FBO, like sitting next to a Cessna as I'm about to fly. It's a very nice looking jet. Okay. And there's people in,
I think I remember you talking. I think I remember you, Blake, talking about it on like X Spaces, like Ryan Matta's Spaces and stuff.
Yeah.
Like you were talking about seeing it in person and just some different characteristics of it. That was before I ever, had interacted with you at all.
I wouldn't have known. If I didn't have that jet alerted, I probably would have never gotten into this. So one thing led to another, that led to another, that led to another, where all of a sudden, literally, I just started digging. Like someone said that there was possible drones that could have been deployed out of this jet. So what did I do? I went to Adam Bartholomew and I got Adam to send me his full video. From there, I'm like, okay, I'm dealing with shitty video from Instagram, from TikTok, from Snapchat. I just thought outside the box, and I'm like, well, the easiest thing to do here is just identify someone who's got a really nice camera and see if I can ID them and go find them, contact them, and see if I can talk them into giving me the video. And that's what I did. And everything changed. It took me, I think, 9 or 10 days to find someone with the nice video, make contact, get them to talk to me, and talk them into giving the video up. And this is before, really, this is around the September 22nd timeframe. And look, you can go back and look at people's live streams and see just where everyone was. And it was chaos. It still is chaos, but it was really, really chaotic back in those few weeks after the event. And once I got that video, it was a game changer, because it solidified what a theory was already out there, that the t-shirt's not acting correctly. But it really, really, really solidified things. That's when Candace popped up immediately. She's got my number now. I'm pretty sure she got my number through Crazy Village Lady. I feel like I shouldn't have found out the Egyptian planes, because I gave someone something that could be used as confusion. And I feel like that's what happened when Candace got a hold of it. I mean, I don't know if there's something there or not there. But that was all me. I mean, I was sat there and I even showed her, I was showing her how I would scrub. I even had the dude that she talks to, I forget his name. I was like, look, you've got to just let it play right here as the ticker is moving across flight radar. And I was like, you'll see this jet pop up, and then it stays lit and then it turns off. But And then in the meantime, I start meeting people like, I mean, I should have never made a comment. I basically made a shit talking post on John Cullen and Jason Goodman's page. I had no idea who these two old guys were. I didn't follow their work at Butler. I had no idea who Jason Goodman is, who John Cullen is. I had no idea who George Webb is. Literally, I could pass them in the supermarket and I would not think twice about them. They look like just a normal old grandpa. Like, I would have never thought twice about them. Okay. I did not know them, but I mean it. Not George, but John Cullen and Goodman. They literally should come with warning labels. I mean that. Like, there needs to be a warning label, like what you see on cigarettes or tobacco, like that.
Or dynamite.
Or dynamite. Like, these are two crazy motherfuckers. Don't mess with them. Don't talk shit. Let them steal your video. It's okay. Just let them go. I should have done that because but I didn't know. So I was like, hey, and you can imagine what I probably said, because literally that was my very first video to ever edit and post. It took me like 6 hours. And I'm like, oh, hell no. Is this old bitch going to sit here and take my video and post it on his and get like 1 million views after I just spent all this time for him? That was literally what was going through my mind. And I probably should have just said, let him do it. So anyways, figured out a lot about all these people. And then I started just really taking notes. And then when Candace said that she's like, hey, will you send it to me? And I was like, absolutely. You know, this is the big file, the UVU review. And I was like, yeah. She's like, send it, we transfer. I'm like, I don't know what that is. She's like, it's a website. You can send big files, keeps the original format, blah, blah, blah. I was like, okay, cool. She's like, I'm going to have this looked at over the next couple of days. And I was like, look, Cand, I mean, this is coming out. You'll hear all of this, but I was like, this is it. Please. Like, I mean, they did this. Like, this is not normal. And then there's another angle that is probably a little bit more of a deep-seated thing, and it's with the justice system. I am a product. I've been through it. I was accused of something that a district attorney ran with here locally. It was made up. It was fabricated. This person that was my accuser, it was a business deal that went bad. They didn't want me to start a new business. They went and filed a completely fabricated, bogus police report. The district attorney didn't believe me, filed charges on me. I was the product of a complete malicious prosecution, and I got raked over the coals because I ran out of money. This person that accused me was not a good person. I was telling the DA that. The DA actually knew it. They took the extraction reports, found lots of bad stuff on the phone, and didn't do anything about it. Lo and behold, everything came full circle because that person that accused me finally got jammed up in a massive federal charge for being a pedophile. He was a dentist here in town, and he's doing a 45-year sentence now. But if the district attorney would have listened to me back in 2015, there would have been victims that would have been saved. And this dentist would have been stopped. But because the district attorney did not believe me and pushed forward anyways, because it's not about what's right and wrong or justice, it's about winning and losing. There were people or kids that were later on, they were affected by it. And I can tell you one thing, if this district attorney ever thinks he's going to run for a judge position down the road, he's going to have he's going to have hell because I ain't going to let it. And he knows. I was done dirty. And I can see this as happening to Tyler Robinson. And I will not let it stand. I will not. Because it is wrong. And yeah, they've got the wrong, they've got someone that's got something deep inside them, me, that this affects me so like big time with what I had to go through. I see it happening right now. And I'm telling you right now, I will be the district attorney's worst nightmare because it's all coming out. Because I have everything that will absolutely destroy their office.
I mean, when you have been through as much as you have been through, when you have, you have done something wrong, you've done a crime, but then you have served time and you had things pinned on you that, they say shouldn't have been pinned on you and people wouldn't listen to you, and you've experienced the corruption of attorneys and what it's like to feel really just helpless and hopeless.
Completely helpless. You've got defense attorneys that go and have lunch with district attorneys, that have lunch with the judges. They've got little backdoor deals where, hey, I let you make it on one, you let me make it on another. They're talking pleas. Hey, we gave this guy a pretty good plea. The defense attorney's like, hey, I've actually charged this client a shitload of money on this case. Like, I'm going to call in one of my favors on this one. Right? That's how this whole system works. It's not about like what you think when you watch a movie and you've got like Matthew McConaughey up there and he's going to absolutely destroy the prosecution. No, they all look out for each other. They do. Like it is the most messed up system. And look, this is where the prosecutors, where they get off or they water down the system, is because they use a weak case or just flat out things that are fictitious, lies, made up shit. They use that as or they use it to get away with by just pleading things out. Okay, I've got a weak case now with this defendant. Instead of doing the right thing and like dismissing something or coming to grips with, oh shit, like this is not right. No, what do? They keep on with it. And they're like, okay, well, instead of the second degree, we'll kick it to like a class A misdemeanor, or this third degree goes to a class B, or he's looking at 10 years, we'll give him like 2. So they still get their conviction, and you've pigeoned the defendant where the defense attorney's like, damn, you should probably take that. Like, that's pretty good. Like, I mean, I can't really tell you. You don't know what a jury's going to do. Yeah. You see how that just messes up the entire system? Mm-hmm. It's not about truth and justice. It's about winning and losing.
Yeah, and just like this commenter said, 95% of cases end up in a plea deal.
Being generous, but he's right. Whoever said that about them, Judas and them shitting in their, they've got the worst person, the fucking worst person, having all the videos with other people that have all the videos, that have everything that can destroy their case. They have the worst person in me, because I actually have something deep inside me that I got a bone to pick, that I didn't get to pick that bone. I just had to take my licks and move on and accept it So yeah, this is, if this is like, oh, they have no idea. They have no clue.
So, Hahi 3598 said, now we understand Blake's anger is due to affection toward Tyler's situation. Such can affect critical thinking, though. Do you want to comment on that?
Such can affect critical thinking, though. Well,
let's first tackle the beginning of the.
Hey, send me your Gmail right now. I'll send you a link to this stream, and I'll invite you on right now, and we can talk about it. Where you think that my critical thinking has been affected. Send it. Send me. Is this one of your people, Keli?
I think so.
Yeah.
It shows that they're here through a link. Yeah.
Send Keli a message, and I'll bring you up here on the stage, and we can talk about where you think that my critical thinking has been affected. Dare you?
I said in general, not particularly to you. Okay.
I can assure you that my critical thinking is crystal fucking clear.
But it is something that's triggering and stressful to you, you know, going
I'm not, it's not
stressful.
And
that's why
this has been 10 years removed. No, this is not like something that like, I'm like, oh, woo, woo, woo. No, this is something that I refuse to let this situation play out because I know it's wrong and I know they've got it wrong.
Stressful maybe was not the right word. Something that you feel very compelled to do, you know, very drawn toward, very like you don't want to part from it because you have, you know, you see it differently than others. Okay, I want to.
Keli, have you ever been upset or shamed into doing the right thing, or have you ever been ashamed of doing the right thing?
Yeah, absolutely.
Is what's right what's right?
No, I mean in my life, yeah, in my life, especially in my younger days, I would say that I have, out of fear or shame or embarrassment, whatever the case may be, plenty of adjectives, but yeah, not done what ultimately was the right thing. Not stood up when I could have or should have stood up. And then, you know, I would say I like overcorrected to the other side later. Now I'm just a glutton for fighting for everybody. Okay. Let's see here.
You've gotten a lot more your followers or something else.
PJ here. I live in New Jersey. I can't tell you how many people I lost personally from 9/11. Our community was literally hurting. We felt alone, and that's why I try to keep up with global issues.
Yep.
Well, thank you for being here.
Losing family, friends. Look, I'm telling you, I was one of the first ones to identify as I was right there with the people of New York, the truthers, the widows of fire department, where just they knew something was wrong. People there were there, the normal people of New York. You're almost looked at as taboo for questioning something. How dare you? How could you? Did you not hear what George Bush just talked about at the podium? Like Donald Rumsfeld, Condoleezza Rice. I mean, do you not hear these people and what they're saying? Like, how dare you question what W is saying? How dare you? I mean, it's like taboo for questioning. And now, look at where we are. Look at where we are in 2026. I wasn't invited to like 3 Thanksgivings because of my view on 9/11. I'm like, there wasn't a plane that hit the Pentagon. I'm like, show me a plane and I'll shut up. Like, that's the whole thing. I was just like, show me where the plane is that hit the Pentagon. I can see a freaking bookcase. I can see a bookcase with books right there at the edge of the Pentagon in the open office. And I'm like, you can't tell me that the plane just disintegrated. But whatever. I just went to FERS.
Real
Yeah,
Truth,
yeah.
Real Justice. Thank you for the super chat. Keli is the best. Roll Tide, Blake.
Yep. Look, y'all whooped our ass. And there is no...
Oh, man. Was that today?
Yesterday. Yesterday was a dark day for Texas Tech basketball. Men and women. Yeah, Roll Tide, y'all got it. I mean, they shot lights out. The Alabama boys team. Blake the Snake. Look at that one.
Oh God.
Let me guess it. Yep. Kelly's got the best
Y'all be
followers.
nice. I have
Kelly's got the best. Y'all are the best. Dr. Lexus. I remember you looking Pocahontas looking motherfucker. I remember you.
Oh, okay. I've told y'all, be kind, please. Be kind, be nice. There we go. Blake the Great. How about that? From 10 baby mamas.
Yeah. I guess it, you never mind. I need to bite my lip.
Okay. Back to the
this is great
question.
This is great right here.
Oh.
Yeah.
Well, look, I will say we're not going to
I'm seeing a Buddhist. Thanks, Ruby C. Kinglet.
Okay. Y'all be sweet. Kim Brown, 2787, I think became a new member on your channel, Blake. And let's see. Then sent a super. Thank you for the super, Kim Brown. Did anyone get the sense that Barron was pissed at Candace on his stream today? She acted like she just came up with it. When he's posted those facts for months. I did not see the stream, so I can't comment on it directly, but y'all feel free to weigh in if you had any. Okay. Big Vic the man. Bro, you might need to work on your username. Come on. Get out of here. Come on. You guys, we got to pick up the... Okay, let's see here. Yes, a lot of people said that they noticed the situation with Barron. So I don't know. I'll just have to take a little...
Barron, what situation?
Wonder. That I guess he was... here, let me put it back up. That maybe he was frustrated with Candace on his stream today. If she acted like she had just come up with this idea of maybe the timeline of the planes when he'd posted those facts for months. I mean, I don't know. I'll have to go look. But people in the chat are saying that they noticed something was up.
There are things, and I mean, I'm not going to speak for Barron, but I'm just letting you, like, you can feel that there are things shifting with these accounts. Like, there is something weird with Candace Owens and Joe Kent. There's something weird that Andrew Colvett was told to give this to Joe Kent about the text message, And then Joe Kent said, go ahead and release it. That's not protocol. I mean, if that's the case, can we get Andrew? Hey, Andrew Colvett, I know you've got me blocked, but maybe you don't have Keli blocked. Andrew, will you send the video from behind Charlie to Joe? And then, hey, Joe, I know you follow me. Joe Kent, will you tell Andrew that it's okay to release the video? Maybe we can get it now.
Or you can just send it straight to me. We can cut out the middleman. Then we don't have to worry about any potential degradation or tampering of the video. We can just straight to the source, Keli at KeliRaybon.com.
All right, Keli, what else?
From Rome Info, Blake has an excellent forensic sense. Those who cannot see that simply don't think much about what is right in front of their eyes. Appreciate you. Go Max.
Appreciate it.
There are some people in the chat talking about Jeff Webb, which I wanted to do a whole video on that. I don't have all of my stuff pulled up right now to do that, but it is a very interesting story. In fact, I had talked briefly with Blake about it yesterday. I was like, oh, this is going to be really good for this week. But long story short-ish, he was the founder of UCA, one of the big cheerleading associations, and then Varsity Sports, which does all of the cheerleading clothes and this and that, and mega money. He owned a couple of media companies as well. Human Events, which is the one that Jack Posobiec works. I can never say his name right. Works at, and then also Post Millennial, which I guess is a conservative, pretty conservative right wing publication that's based in Canada, but then also kind of expanded to the U.S. Anyway, he must have sold those at some point last year. He is described as a mentor of Charlie Kirk's. He died after some freak pickleball accident in Memphis after a couple of weeks. It's been a couple of weeks since the accident, and I guess they decided to, pull the plug. Anyway, very strange. The amount of people who passed away due to pickleball related injuries is very, very, very small. And most of those are due to heart attacks. So, and fun fact, the reason why I was looking at him is because I had randomly seen that he is the treasurer for TPUSA PAC. And I was like, ain't that something? So anyway, more to dig on that one. What do you think, Blake? I wasn't even reading these comments. Just don't even come on.
You're like, yeah. Good stuff.
It's another strange TPUSA exit.
Yeah, they're turning into the Clintons for sure.
Seems a little sus.
But hey, maybe everyone that the Clintons killed faked it as well, right? Maybe they all faked it. I mean, it's just all a bunch of, everyone's faking stuff. Right?
Very, very bizarre.
Maybe it wasn't a pickleball injury. Maybe he just faked it.
Yep.
You see how the fake thing is, it's going to have to be proven. It's not going to just be something that just hangs out there into the abyss. because this literally it erodes everything that really goes on. Like that really, really happens. It erodes that narrative, that story.
I mean,
Can you imagine?
what, like crying wolf?
Not crying wolf. Just that everything's faked. Like imagine, like, I mean, after you're dead and gone, you're dead and gone. Like there's no, like, you've left this world. But imagine for like your heirs or your children, to where like you've got people saying that your dad faked it, and like it's never been proven, it never is proven. It's just this thing that's left out there that, you know, some crazy kid living in his mom's shed tried to recreate the puff of air underneath a shirt that really never showed anything, that never did anything. But because he was able to get people to buy into this thing that never's ever proven, that your dad, that you haven't seen for decades now, or a decade now, like that people literally, a lot of people buy into that shit and believe it. And that literally you're told that your dad faked it.
And you know what I'd be doing? I'd be doing my damnedest to show them the facts. And that is what we have not seen from anybody in the Kirk family, anybody in TPUSA, anybody who claims to have given a care about Charlie Kirk.
Why would TPUSA give a care when they actually did it?
They still haven't done anything to prove anything. even to lay it on thick on Tyler. So it's just is what it is. Oh my gosh. Okay, you guys, back off, please. Please, 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 please. We're not doing this. We're not doing this. Hold on one second. There was a super. There we go. From Tool Druid, thank you so much for the $10 super chat. Blake, I really appreciate all the vids that you've put up. I think Binder Boy, the Security Slowed, and the Jason Behunin vid should all be rewatched and analyzed further.
Yeah, I agree. Thank you. All right. Anything else? You get last word.
Okay, well, you guys, it is only Monday, so just know that this week is going to be full of fireworks. It's a very TPUSA thing. No, I think there's going to be a lot of stuff going on this week. I can just tell. If today's Monday and we're starting out this hot, then it's gonna be finishing out the month strong. So thank you guys so much for joining us.